Hi, I'm Brian Whitens from the TV show Real Outdoors, filling in for Buck Lavasser. Today we traverse the big waters of Lake Superior to one of the top 10 engineering feats in the country. It is the most distant lighthouse from land in the United States and has earned the well-deserved nickname, the loneliest place on earth. The Michigan State record lake trout was caught here in 1997 and weighed in at a whopping 61.5 pounds. And then on this week's Only in the UP segment, I met up with Patty LeBeau of Pat's Garden Art and found out why she welds. It's all right here on Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone, forests thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak, surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields, call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
Today's show is brought to you by Hiawatha Log Homes, building dreams one home at a time, and Wendrick's Truss, keeping the UP covered since 1975.
Below you, deck of the 27-foot Tierra Pursuit named Relentless. Above you, the pre-dawn sky is highlighted by a crisp UP moon. Behind you, the lights of Marquette slowly disappear into the darkness. And in front of you, the deep crystal clear waters of Gitchagumi, the world's largest freshwater lake by surface area. You're on Lake Superior and heading for big water. You're heading for big lake trout. You're heading for the rock. As the sun changes the morning sky from black to deep blue to orange, in the middle of nowhere, like a castle in the desert, the Stannard Rock Lighthouse suddenly appears on the horizon. For nearly 130 years it has stood firm against the immense powers of the Great Lake. It has survived monstrous waves and unimaginable storms that have swallowed up many a ship. But we weren't here to admire the lighthouse. We were here to fish. Stannard Rock has become the lake trout capital of the Great Lakes, and with good reason. Lake trout in the 20-pound range are not uncommon and will challenge even the most seasoned anglers. And fish in excess of 30 pounds are landed every year. And the fact that getting there is a 3-hour boat ride only adds to the allure. Superior is the cleanest and clearest of the Great Lakes. On a calm day, you can see 40 to 50 feet down. The reef itself is made up of a vast underwater mountain terrain with endless pinnacles, ridges, and steep drops, which are home to the native Lake Superior lake trout. About 5 miles long by 1 mile wide, the reef provides the perfect environment to grow huge fish.
Nice. Right, yeah, that kind of fish.
With vibrant red fins, deep brown bodies, and contrasting white spots, the native Lake Superior lake trout is truly a thing of beauty.
Have you been dreaming of owning a log home, cottage, or camp? We are Hiawatha Log Homes, proudly serving the UP and satisfied customers since 1983. Our in-house staff of professionals are ready to help you create the perfect log home plan. Visit our website or stop by our model home and meet our staff. From cottages to castles, we can custom design to your specific needs. Hiawatha Log Homes, building dreams one home at a time.
Deer love apples. That's why the Mighty Deerlick Company created the original, one and only, real apple blocks for deer. Mighty Deerlicks are made with pure fresh apple and the perfect 1-to-1 calcium-phosphorus ratio for superior antler growth. If you want big bucks with big racks, feed Mighty Deerlick year-round. See our live deer cam at mightydeerlick.com. Mighty Deerlick, simply the best.
This portion of today's show brought to you by Superior Welding and Manufacturing, a proud supporter of the outdoors.
Uh-oh, who's got me hooked up here? I got a big one on. Give her some slack.
See that, or it's right here.
I can see the jig.
Yeah, if it comes up, I may be able to.
Oh yeah, good fish. Ooh, nice fish, Brad.
Thanks, buddy.
It's all you, my man. It's all you. Jig popped out. Nice work.
This bad boy back. Don't need to revive that one.
Shoot! Yes! Woo! Nice job, man.
Oh,
nice job.
Love it. Nothing about that I don't love.
But basically out here we're fishing, we're concentrating on small areas of structure. So we're finding different areas of the reef where the fish are piled on top of the structure. And then what we do is we get upwind of that structure and we let the wind bring us back across it as we're jigging and casting. And a lot of times the fish are going to be either up and down one side of the bank, or a lot of times they'll be piled up right on top of it. Wherever they are, that's where you're targeting it with your jig.
Belly's just full. I thought he was bloated and he's just full of bait.
Is he?
Yeah.
I think a big part of it about coming out here is the adventure. You know, you're a long way from home, you're a long way from anything else, and there's a lot of empty water between here and back home. But you get out to the reef here and it's about a mile wide by about 5 miles long, and it's covered with fish.
This is that slimmer jig head too. It's like that flat-sided one.
Now, there's a lot of places on the reef that don't hold fish, and they move day by day by day. So just because you come out here today and find them in one spot, tomorrow they may be in a completely different spot. So you just need to keep looking and looking and looking, and you keep moving around until you find them stacked up real good, and that's where you want to target. And then you just keep bringing the boat through that area, keep bringing the boat through the fish. And this is a place for trophies. So No other place in the lake do they grow like they do out here.
Quite a few suspended as well. 120.
I'm based out of Marquette, Michigan in the Cinder Pond Marina. We do lots of different trips. We do sightseeing trips around Marquette, all up and down the shore of Marquette, up to Big Bay and back, out to Granite Island, different things like that. We also do fishing trips locally in town near Marquette, near shore trolling trips for lake trout and salmon. We do a lot of that stuff. We spend about 2 or 3 weeks down in Lake Michigan fishing for king salmon down there. And then we do standard rock trips, these offshore trips that we're doing today. These are by far our most popular trips. This is the best place to come out here and get a trophy. This is my 12th year as a captain, but we've been in business now for 4 years on our own, and things are going real well. This is the Relentless here. It's a 27-foot Tierra open, twin V8s, so it's a perfect boat for the Great Lakes, especially for Lake Superior. It's a Michigan-built boat. This boat's been in Lake Michigan and Lake Superior its whole life, so it's a great boat for fishing out here. It's a big enough boat to handle any kind of water you want to fish in, but yet it's a small enough boat to still be able to be maneuverable and get around to the different places and different ports that we want to go to. So it's a perfect compromise between a real big boat and a smaller boat. A lot of room out here at Stannard Rock for guys to jig up on the front of the boat and in the back of the boat, so we can kind of get guys separated, keeps all the lines further apart and things like that, which make it a lot easier out here. We can take anywhere up to 6 people. For Stannard Rock trips, we prefer to limit it to 5. 5 is a perfect crew out here. Unless you get a really calm day, you get too many lines in the water at the same time, they're going to end up finding each other quite a bit. So a 5-person crew out here is perfect. And the same thing for our nearshore trips. 5 people we can take up to 6 people, but we recommend 5 is a perfect crew for fishing near shore. Gives everybody enough room. You know, we run trips out of Marquette for either 4, 6, or 8 hours. We do custom trips for people. We do a lot of bachelor parties and weddings and different things like that, and custom charters for people that want to design their own charters. So some people want to do a little bit of a sightseeing cruise, and then we'll do a little bit of fishing, and then we'll do some more sightseeing, and then we'll kind of do some swimming. And so we can really do anything anybody wants to do out on Lake Superior.
That was great job. Nice job.
I should have got him landed on deck.
Nice job, Jeff.
Visit the Real Outdoors Ultimate Online Sports Show to find great deals on a variety of hunting and fishing products and trips to great lodges and outfitters from across the U.S. and Canada. Open 24/7, featuring a variety of live shows throughout the year. The Real Outdoors Ultimate Online Sports Show. It's free and it's easy. Visit anytime. www.ultimateonlinesportshow.com.
The art of taxidermy is the passion of North Country legends. Borrowing on decades of experience from some of the most accomplished wildlife artists in the country, each mount delivers award-winning quality and lifelike realism. Throughout the process, your trophy will receive meticulous care to ensure that you receive a finished piece that you can be proud of. Design assistance is available to help you select the perfect pose to showcase your trophy, as well as custom pieces for the most discriminating customers. To find out more, visit North Country Legends at northcountrylegends.com. The Stannard Rock Reef is located off the Keweenaw Peninsula, about 24 miles south of Manitou Island and 44 miles north of Marquette. In 1835, Captain Charles C. Stannard of the vessel John Jacob Astor first discovered this underwater mountain, which was then considered to be the most serious navigational hazard on Lake Superior. The Stannard Rock Lighthouse took 5 years to build. The tower was completed and the first light was exhibited on July 4, 1882. Lighthouse keepers manned the station during the shipping season from March through December. At the start of the season, workers had to use sledgehammers and pickaxes to clear away 1 to 2 feet of Lake Superior ice on the entry door, lantern, and foghorns. The Stannard Rock Lightkeepers operated the lantern and the living quarters with flammable illuminants for 60 years. The lighthouse was not electrified until after World War II. It was just a few years after that an explosion of gasoline and propane tanks used to fuel the station plant destroyed the buildings on the pier and severely damaged the interior of the tower. The explosion killed one keeper and left 3 others stranded on the concrete pier at the base of the tower for 3 days before a passing ship discovered them and notified the Coast Guard. After the accident, the U.S. Coast Guard decided that the lighthouse was too remote and dangerous and automated the station in 1962 and still maintains it as an active aid to navigation.
I might. I don't know where he's at. I think he's still a ways down. Yeah, I got leader here. Grab that mat. Boy, he's straight under the boat. Oh, he's going over there. Here, Rob, take that on the other side for me. Boy, he's pulling. Yeah, he bit that way up high too. Transducer.
Nice fish, John.
Woo! How about that?
Whee!
That's a moonshine watermelon there. Yes, sir.
Oh my God. That is a beautiful fish,
Oh,
buddy.
that is a giant. Woo! That was fun.
Got it.
Baby! Get him right back here. Nice. That's a good way to start the morning. Yes, sir.
That's good stuff.
Nothing like that in a fishing.
Looking for a great deal on your next hunting or fishing vacation? Visit realoutdoors.com and sign up for the Real Outdoors mailing list. You'll receive regular notifications about great deals on hunting and fishing trips, some as much as 50% off. While you're there, visit the Ultimate Online Sports Show, the benefits of a physical sports show without the travel and expense. And it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's free and it's easy. Find your perfect vacation at realoutdoors.com.
Have you been dreaming of owning a log home, cottage, or camp? We are Hiawatha Log Homes, proudly serving the UP and satisfied customers since 1983. Our in-house staff of professionals are ready to help you create the perfect log home plan. Visit our website or stop by our model home and meet our staff. From cottages to castles, we can custom design to your specific needs. Hiawatha Log Homes, building dreams one home at a time.
It's time for Only in the UP, the segment of the show that highlights the creative duct tape never ceases to amaze me crafty and inventive spirit of those of us who live here, otherwise known as Uper ingenuity. It's about that stuff that makes you say, only in the UP. This week I met up with Patty LeBeau. Patty is the owner of Pat's Garden Art in Kearney. Indeed, it's unique to find a girl that welds and works with metal But the real story here is about finding something you enjoy doing and then turning that something into a successful business.
I make the flowers, and I make roosters and the little bugs and frogs and all sorts of things. I'm starting now with the pumpkins, and hopefully, like for hunting season, some deer and Christmas snowmen and some bats, and kind of getting into the fall decor, winter Christmas items. But in the spring and summer, I stick more to the flowers and butterflies and dragonflies. It all started 5 years ago. A couple of my friends and I, took a little vacation to Door County, and I seen a rooster there, and I loved it. I thought, well, I would like to make one of those someday, but I don't know how to weld, and so I kind of put it on the back burner for a while, and came across a class being offered, a metal art welding class, and I signed up for it. I just love going to the classes, and that's when I realized that I should do this as a living, a little side hobby. I couldn't wait to get to the classes. I'd be the first one there and the last one to leave. I took every single class that was available and tried to learn as much as I could, and decided on my way to my last class that I had taken that I love it so much that I'm going to go buy myself a welder and a plasma cutter and a chop saw, and that's exactly what I did. Came home, went to work, and I created Pat's Garden Art. My husband was surprised when I came home with it all in the back of my van. I've never welded before, never turned on acetylene gas tanks. It's a little nerve-wracking. And he just taught us how to weld, and it's pretty simple. Get my sheets of metal, 8x10 delivered. I also buy in bulk the re-rod, and I also have a chop saw. I need to cut a lot of the re-rod, and I have a rod bender. A lot of it's bending of the rod. Some of the things that I make, I just wing it. I get in the garage and I just go at it. I plan on doing one thing, I end up coming out with a different thing, and some of it is patterns, some I have just in my head that I design, and some I get ideas from other people. And I lay out the sheet of metal on my welding table, and I draw out what I'm going to cut with my plasma cutter, and I cut it out with the plasma cutter and piece it together, weld it all together, and from there I either decide to let it rust or paint. And also I call it Pat's Garden Art. It's creative metal art. I use a lot of like bottle caps, I use bowls, I use the muffins for cupcake tins for the center of the flowers, and so that's a lot of fun. I make little grasshoppers that are made out of bolts and nuts and nails, and so it's a lot of fun. I've noticed that since I started doing Pat's Garden Art, that I came across many artists in the area, very creative artists. It's a lot of interesting things that people do, from wood carving and paintings and jewelry making. In the UP, Upper Peninsula of Michigan, it's some great artists here. It's unbelievable, the amount of talent that's in the UP. As my children, Christy and Keith, are getting older, 17 and 18, I'm about to be an empty nester, and I thought, what am I going to do? And so when I realized it was something I love to do, that's when I thought, I'm gonna open up my own business, a little side hobby. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to do. It's a dream come true.
If you know someone or something that makes you say only in the UP, let us know by visiting us on Facebook or on our website. Lake Superior is truly a special part of the Upper Peninsula, with its miles of shoreline and icy cold, crystal clear waters that stretch to the horizon. Stannard Rock and its lonely lighthouse represent not only a remarkable feat in engineering, but also the location of some of the best lake trout fishing found anywhere in the world. A big thanks to Captain John Tomchak and Daybreak Charters for letting me tag along on a trip to the Rock. I enjoyed every minute of it. I would suggest to anyone who is into lake trout or just enjoys fishing to at least one time get a group together and take a trip to Stannard Rock. It's a great experience and one of Upper Michigan's true landmarks. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Monday night, right here on Upper Michigan's very own Discovering.